What is up, guys? Today we have the Polaris 360 here, and I love this robot. My pool for years, and he's still going strong. Now, the Polaris 360 is a lot like the 280, but there are some differences. First, the 280 uses a separate booster pump. So if you have two pumps at home and one is dedicated to your return line, you'll need the 280. The 360 does not need a separate booster pump. Instead, it uses your standard pump to your pool and shares the pressure to that pool. So keep that in mind when you're deciding whether to get the 280 or 360. The 280 is also different in that it's powered by two Ventura jets, which actually help it clean the pool really well. The 360 here actually has 3 jets, so it's even better. The 280 also uses a gear shaft system to power its wheels, which is basically these plastic gears inside of the wheels, and it works really well. But the 360 actually uses a all-wheel drive belt system inside of it to actually power it, and it works even better. So the 280 and 360 both are really great. It's really just based off of whether or not you have one pump or a separate booster pump. So let's talk about the 360 here and what makes it so great. First, because of those 3 Ventura jets of the 360, it's actually a very efficient cleaner. This works well for regular pool pumps, but works exceptionally well for variable speed pumps because this guy doesn't need as many RPMs to power it. You can actually lower your RPMs and get a very good clean out of this. It'll save you money in the long run if you have a variable speed pump. The 360 only takes about 3 hours to fully clean your pool as well, and it cleans your floors, it cleans your walls, and steps of your pool, which is awesome. Physically, it weighs in at about only 17 pounds, so it's very easy to take in and out of your pool. You can see it's got these 3 big wheels on the side here, rubber wheels that help it grip to all surfaces of your pool. It's got a float valve right back here, the tail sweep right here, and you have a backup valve connected right here. And this backup valve is actually very important. What this does is basically keeps your Polaris from getting stuck in those tight corners of your pool. How it works is every 2 minutes it'll activate. It'll shut the wheels power off so the wheels will stop moving and put the power to the backup valve that blows and pulls the Polaris backwards out of that tight spot so it will never actually get stuck. Really nice feature. Now, one of the best things of this Polaris is the fact that it has a separate debris bag here. It actually comes with a debris bag. Get a debris bag with the actual cleaner here, which is awesome. And the debris bag is actually very important. It catches all the big leaves, the branches, whatever it is before it reaches your pump. So your pump lasts longer and it'll work better that way. Super easy to clean this debris bag. It has a Velcro opening right here. You just open and empty it out and then spray it down with a hose and attach it right back on. So let's go ahead and put this 360 in the pool and I'll show you how well it works. Okay guys, so if you're installing this for the first time, what you want to do is figure out the amount of hose you need for your pool. Now every single pool is different, so you have to figure out the length of the hose you need for your pool. Very simple, just stand at where your suction return on is, go to the furthest part of your pool and add 6 inches and you cut it there. That's the amount of hose you need, very simple. So when installing this in the pool, you want to actually add the wall fitting to your suction line here. It's a 1.5 inch threaded wall fitting and it works really well. It's universal, so it fits most pools. So you attach this to the inside of your suction line. Mine is right over here. I just have an extra one in my hand right here to show you how this works. So pretend this is actually in the wall there. So you have this in the wall, and next you want to take the end of the hose with the adapter to your robot here. So what's really great about this adapter is that it is a quick connect disconnect adapter. So in order to plug it in, all you have to do is push it into your wall fitting like this and turn to tighten it just like that. And to loosen it up, you just want to turn it the other direction and it pops right out. Very easy to use. I can see this being great for times when you have a spontaneous party, you've had friends and family over, and you just want to take the robot quickly out of the pool. Works well for that there. Another thing I want to mention about this is that it has a built-in pressure relief valve here. So what happens is when your pump actually turns on, it actually pushes out a lot of air. So this actually relieves all the air there, so you'll actually see water blowing out of this in your pool. It's actually very normal. Otherwise, your robot will be flying out of the pool. This knob right here is actually a flow regulator, and that is actually very important as well. A lot of times people are wondering why their Polaris does not work. Why when they put them in the pool, it's not moving fast enough or it's moving too fast. And 99% of the time, if everything else works, it's because you need to adjust the RPMs, the revolutions per minute of your actual robot here. The ideal amount of RPMs is between 28 and 32 RPMs per minute. If you have a robot that has too little RPMs, it won't move fast enough and it won't clean your pool or climb your walls. If you have a robot that is too fast, it's actually moving too fast and it just flies out of your pool. So you want to reach that optimum RPM there. Very easy to figure out the RPM. Just plug this guy in with your pool pump on. You just take note of the wheel here. You take a look at the wheel and count how many revolutions it makes in 1 minute. If it's within 28 and 32, then you're good to go. If it's lower, you want to increase the amount of pressure, so you turn this knob right here. If it's too high, you want to decrease the amount of revolutions by turning it the opposite direction. So let's go ahead and plug this guy into the pool. I'll turn the pump on and show you how well it works. Okay guys, so the pool cleaner is on now, and look at him. He's starting to move here and he's moving around the floor really easily. I love the way the tail sweep moves just left and right there. It's knocking away all that debris there, and the wheels really help it move across the floor and walls of the pool there, and it really just works so well in cleaning the pool. This guy just moves so quickly across the pool as well. I love that about him. Okay guys, so the Polaris is on right now. As you can see, its tail is wagging, it's sweeping the floor there. And I just want to show you the backup valve. Right now, it's not actually using the backup valve, but in just a few seconds, the wheels will stop moving and the valve will activate and you can see it pull backwards. Just take a look here. Right there. The wheels are slowing down right now and it's pulling backwards, as you can see. That's the backup valve working. So if it was in a very tight spot, it'll pull itself out just like that. And again, that activates every 2 minutes. That's the backup valve right there. You can see it pulls it all the way out. So that's actually really great. Take a look at him. He just goes right over the main drain right there. Just like that. It doesn't get stuck on the main drain, which is actually pretty great. A lot of these pool cleaners will get stuck on the main drain. This does not here. And the Polaris actually climbs walls as well. Take a look at there. He just climbed up my wall there. That's about 2.5 feet that it just went up to. It'll actually go all the way up the wall as well. If you take a look at it and watch it long enough, it will actually go all the way up my walls, which are about 5 feet tall as well. You have a separate booster pump and you're going with the 280, or you use just one pump and you share that pressure to your return line, the 360, and you're looking for a cleaner that cleans the floors, the walls, and steps of your pool, then this Polaris is definitely the way to go. Definitely something I recommend.
We hope this review helps.